Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the mid-monthly reading for February 2021, focusing on the areas of love and relationships and career and finance. Since it is February and today is Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, I'll be doing a special spread for the love and relationship reading using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, and I will pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen. For the career and finance reading, I will be using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck by Vanessa Decor and pulling an additional card from the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen. Just a reminder, these are general readings. Messages may or may not resonate, so please take what does resonate and discard the rest, right? If you are interested in getting a personal reading with me, all the information can be found beneath this video. And I'd like to just take this time to thank each and every one of you, new viewers, subscribers who've been here for a while. I do appreciate you all. I hope that the messages do serve in some way to bring you guidance. And if you are new today and you like what you hear, I do hope that you take the time to like the video, possibly subscribe. I would love to have you, as one of the regular viewers. That would be great. All right, I will stop for now and we'll see each of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. So I have been meditating on your sign and shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So we're starting off with your soulmate relationship reading. So Spirit, what are the messages for Leo? Soulmate relationship, mid-month February. What does Leo need to know? What are the messages for Leo? Soulmate relationship reading. What are the messages for Leo? Soulmate relationship. All right, we'll do one last shuffle. Okay, that didn't shuffle very well. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so in the position of purpose, what is the purpose of this relationship? And this card has shown up in the same position for a number of signs. So I would definitely say check your other signs, right? If this is your sun sign, check your moon, your rising. So Two of Pentacles is the purpose. What's blocking you? Page of Cups. Guidance, Four of Pentacles. The probable outcome, Seven of Swords. Don't worry, I will clarify. And bottom of the deck, Judgment. So Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. Okay, let me go ahead and clarify the Seven of Swords before we get started. So Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Swords in the soulmate relationship reading for Leo. What is the Seven of Swords? Please clarify the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? For Leo. Okay, we divide the deck. And we have clarifying the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, Princess of Wands, so Page of Wands, and Nine of Wands. In this deck, it's called Strength. Three of Discs, Princess of Cups. That's the same as the Page of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So, starting with the Two of Pentacles as the purpose. This can be about balance, right? The twos in the tarot They generally have to do with like decisions, being at a crossroad, needing to make a decision about something, or, you know, a balanced, something to do with balance. You can see that here she's balancing, juggling the pentacles, and she's doing it while, you know, in quite a difficult position here. She's on point shoes, on her tippy toes. So sometimes the Two of Pentacles appears when different areas of your life are out of balance. So, you know, trying to balance your finances, balance two jobs that you're working, balancing home and family. So there's a need for balance, right? That's the purpose, is to either teach you or the other person something to do with balance. It can also have to do with like sharing of responsibilities within a relationship. So that could also be sort of the purpose, or the lesson is, you know, learning how to kind of work with the other person, finding that balance within the relationship. What's blocking the Page of Cups? It could be a child with this page. The Page of Cups is like a very immature, very young energy. But I usually view pages more as messengers, but if it is a person, it would typically be more of a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this pages can bring in news. They can bring news of a pregnancy, news of birth of a child, also news, you know, of this new offer, this new relationship. But also pages have to do with, especially this page, the Page of Cups has to do with being open, receptivity, right? Being open and receptive to new love, to, you know, another person. So like needing to open yourself up more, right? Because in order for a relationship to work, both people have to, you know, bring equal, right, things to the relationship. Both people need to be sort of complete in order to work together, right? So you need to be receptive and open to the other person here. So there could be a blockage to do with that, either on your end or the other person's end. And now the guidance is the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, within a relationship reading, this can have to do with setting boundaries. Fours in the tarot have to do with foundations. It's very stable energy. And usually this the Four of Pentacles, you can see that she's clutching her coins here. So it can speak of, you know, a need to not be this miserly, you know, like this miserly figure here. Because with finances, with money, material possessions, which is earth energy, right? Pentacles has to do with the material things here in the material realm. So the money we earn, our homes. Don't try to kind of hold on so tightly that you block, right? Make that energy surrounding the money or the possessions of finances stagnant. Money needs to flow, right? So while she's not losing anything, she's also not gaining, right? She's not going down to, you know, losing any of the pentacles, but she's also not making it all the way to the 10. She's just sort of staying put. So with this as guidance, there could be a need to be more open. Again, we have that here. So be more open, be more receptive, more giving within a relationship. Could have to do with setting boundaries. So a need for you to set boundaries, or for the other person to set boundaries within the relationship. The probable outcome, Seven of Swords, and this is why I pulled the clarifiers, because, you know, typically the Seven of Swords is not the greatest of energies. You can see that the man here, he's left with 2 swords. The crows have taken away 5 swords, right? They've planned to kind of attack and to leave with the swords, but they obviously didn't plan that well. It was kind of a rushed plan. They didn't have enough birds there to get away with the other 2. So the man is still left with 2 swords to defend himself. But it's a card of like deception, of, you know, trickery, of thinking that you've gotten away with something, stealing, actually stealing something. But it's sword, so it's air energy, so thoughts, communication. So it could have to do with, you know, words as well, right? Somebody saying something thinking that they've gotten away with it. And then the cards that came out as clarifiers, I know there are a lot here, but it was sort of the message coming through. It's 10 of Swords, which is kind of like the end of that very difficult cycle. It's like the, you know, the dark before the dawn. And then after that, so you're moving on from that, right? There's a progression from the 7 to the 10. And then we have Page of Wands, so news about a new relationship, one that's very exciting, very passionate, right? Again, we have this, you're nearly at the end of a cycle with the 9 of Wands, nearly ready to start something brand new. 3 of Discs. 3s are growth potentials, right? So this is, it could be partnering with other people, but there's, you know, definitely growth potential. Page of Cups, that's the same repeater energy here. So being open, being receptive. And then 9 of Discs, which is like the independent person card. So having worked hard, worked on yourself, you know, created the life that you really want for yourself. So there's, you know, after all of this, it's like, yes, it was difficult. And I feel that this, you know, it's been sort of from the past energy, if that makes sense, even though it's like the probable outcome, you've been through this. And now it's like you're in a position where, you know, you're self-reliant, you're self-sufficient, which could explain why you feel a bit defensive, right? So you might need to just work on opening yourself up to somebody. And we have the Judgment here as the overall energy. And, you know, Judgment can be like a judgment call, needing to make a difficult decision. The Judgment card can also be being called to something, right? Or being called back. It can sometimes be when you get back with another person, right? So like getting back with somebody. But it's also about rebirth, right? It's being called back to life. So this sort of new cycle and needing to leave the past behind. So leaving any, you know, any guilt, any grievances, making amends, moving forward. So through death comes new life. So yeah, there's something that needs to be sort of put to bed, leave that behind you in order to, you know, and then it's not easy, but work on opening yourself up in order to have a, you know, a new cycle start up for you as far as your relationships go. Judgment is linked with Scorpio. So might be a Scorpio. We've already talked about, you know, we have the earth energy. We actually have all the signs except for fire here, but then fire did show up down in the clarifiers. Let's go ahead and pull you an additional oracle card. So one additional oracle card for Leo for the soulmate reading. One additional message. What else does Leo need to know for the soulmate reading? Yeah, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that could have, you know, it could have to do with like this 7 of Swords, this 10 of Swords. I mean, look how difficult this is. So you could have been in a codependent relationship before, where, you know, and this is called ruin, where you just felt, you know, completely like at your worst, at your bottom point. But you know, you're past that. You're past, I think that's the thing. You're past it. Yes, it was difficult. Yes, it, you know, it hurt you a great deal, but you're past that now. And so now you need to work on, you know, setting boundaries, which, you know, is a great thing to do to get you out of the codependency energy. Set boundaries and then open yourself up more. And that's going to bring in this brand new, and it's going to be very different than, you know, other relationships that you've been in with the Judgment card showing up, okay? All right, let's move on, Leo. So, career and finance. What are the messages for Leo for career and finance, mid-month February? What does Leo need to know? What are the messages for Leo? Career and finance, mid-month February. Career and finance. Okay, there's 3 there. We're going to take those 3. Okay, so the card that came out is the 6 of Cups for the past position. We have the Prince of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and Justice. Okay, so let's put these down. Let me go ahead and clarify the 5 of Wands. So what is the 5 of Wands for Leo, career and finance? Please clarify the 5 of Wands for Leo. Okay, so the cards that flew out is a repeater. So to clarify the 5 of Wands, you have the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Empress. Yeah, and the Fool. Okay. So with the 6 of Cups in the past position, this could have to do with a place where you used to work. It could be people that you used to work with, because the 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, reminiscing, you know, thinking back on old times. Can be reconnecting with people from the past. It can be going back to where you used to live, something to do with your childhood, reconnecting with people from your childhood. It can be going back to working where you used to work. The cautionary message of the 6 of Cups is that, you know, when we look back on things from the past, a lot of times we do so with rose-colored glasses. So we tend to view things as maybe being better than they actually were at the time. So if you are going back somewhere, going back to work somewhere where you used to work, or getting back, you know, with a group of people that you used to associate with, just make sure that you are kind of eyes open, you know, really seeing things for how they truly were and are, as opposed to, you know, this kind of rose-tinted view of how they were. But something to do with the past. It could also have to do with, you know, your goals from the past, what your aspirations and hopes and wishes were in the past for your career. And then we have the Knight of Cups bringing in an offer. So this can be a new job offer. This can be a new project, new business venture, but it's something that you feel very happy about, right? It brings you great joy. This water energy here. There's a lot of emotion surrounding whatever this new thing is. Could be dealing with a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female. But it's more, you know, this offer coming in. And the card that came out as the outbound energy, so the future energy, the 5 of Wands. This typically, you know, it's not like a bad card. It's just you going up. You can see here it's 2 men. Sometimes they have like 2 men, or with like 3 lions, and it's everybody trying to vie for the, you know, the alpha position. So trying to come out on top. Sometimes this card shows up when you are, you know, within the workplace. There could be disagreements within the workplace. This could be, you know, you going out for a new job, you going out for the same promotion as a colleague, you know. So it's like one of you trying to shine, one of you trying to come out on top. And the cards that came out as the clarifiers, we have the repeater of the 5 of Wands, strife. We have the 5 of Swords, which is defeat. And it's actually like winning a battle, but at what cost, right? So somebody may be doing something to hurt you or hurt your feelings or say something to you. So they won, they beat out the other person, but at what cost? But then there's, this very abundant energy of the Empress. The Empress is all about new, giving birth to new projects, new ideas, very creative energy. So if there's like a new project to begin, there's lots of creative energy surrounding it, and new cycles, new beginnings with the Fool card showing up. So, ultimately, even though there might be kind of hard feelings, especially if, you beat out the other person for the position, or even if they beat you out for the position, which I feel that it's more you have beaten out the other person, there could be hard feelings, but there's a lot of growth potential in this, whatever this new offer is. And the overall energy being the Justice card, this is number 8 of the Major Arcana, there's some karmic justice is being served here. So the scales, you can see the scales of justice, they are coming into balance. So if you've been treated unfairly in your place of work, if you've been looked over in the past for promotions, if you've gone out for a certain type of job in the past and you haven't gotten the call back or gotten the job, it's like now things are evening out. So very karmic energy. You're getting what you deserve right now, right? So this is a very good evening out of the karmic scales for you. Let's go ahead and pull an additional card from the Oracle deck. One additional message for Leo. What does Leo need to know? Career and finance for mid-month February. One additional message for the sign of Leo, career and finance. What does Leo need to know? Okay, we'll take that one. Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So there could be something to do with, you could be writing, you could be, trying to get into the writing world, industry, right? You could be a writer, or you could be involved in sort of the book production process. You could be an artist. You could be, working at a publishing company. However it sort of works out for you, books are showing up here as being part of your life purpose. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.